Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the brand Dossier. Brand Dossier is a French perfume brand, and they make inspired fragrances from other brands, other hits, big names, and popular perfumes from the fragrance community. And they've been around for a few years, and they have quite an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. Altogether, I think around 50 perfumes. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price, they are quite impressive. This one in particular is called Dossier Woody Sandalwood EDP 50 ml. All their perfumes come in 50 ml bottle, and this one retails for £40, but you always can get discount code, vouchers and promotions from them. For example, in the winter sale they have this one for I think almost half price in terms of sale. So always watch out for those things, their sale, their promotions, their vouchers, their discount codes. So this one in particular is inspired by Labo Santal 33, and let's see how it goes. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. Thanks for your shares, thanks for your comments, thanks for your subscription, which is free by the way, thanks for your likes. All these things will help this channel to keep going, to survive, to keep in this endeavor for longer, and challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger, the smaller players getting smaller, and they are going to pushed out of the YouTube altogether. I am one of those small players, small channels, because I don't go after big names, big hits, big perfumes, and that's why I don't get that much traction. But with your help, which is a movement of a finger, it could change that. I bring you perfumes that they don't get limelight, they don't get the mention, they go under the radar, they are quite obscure, they are quite unknown, because it's a shame that these small players don't get the traction they need. So please don't forget to do that. Thank you very much for your support, thank you very much for your love and for watching. And this one was sent to me by Dossier for review. All you see and all you hear in this video is all my opinion. They didn't say what to say, they didn't tell me what to say. There is no money exchange, there is no affiliation, there is no sponsorship, so it's a pure information for you guys out there. Thank you very much. Let's go. So as always, the House of Dossier, they always have very simple, very basic packaging, which is good for us consumers. It doesn't hit our pocket, and also is good for the environment because this one is recyclable easily. Very simple box. Information is here. It says Dossier here, and the name of the perfume here, which is Woody Sandalwood. And it opens like this. Again, very simple packaging, very basic, nothing to brag about, but I like it because I always say these things in my video: give me the simplest presentation but the best juice, I'll be very happy. But give me the over the top presentation, a very elaborate presentation, but you give me a bad juice, it will be a waste of time, waste of money and waste of effort. So I like this motto very much. The bottle is very nifty, is quite nicely built. This one, the color is very bright or light amber or gold color, and it says Woody Sandalwood. The cap is they are magnetic, which is very good and handy if you put it in your bag, if you put it in your glove compartment, if you put it in a drawer or somewhere, you don't lose the cap, and is very portable. You can take it out with you easily, so that's a good thing about it. And the atomizer is usually very good on these ones. So this one, the atomizer is the same as every other ones, which is silver and modern. And here we go. Look at this. Woo! although it's not pressurized, but it's almost there. It's very, very good. So how is the Woody Sandalwood EDP 50 ml, £40 retails. Labo 33, Santal 33 is about £300 for 100 ml. So you do the math and let's see how this one stack up. Here we go. First impression. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. So first thing first, the quality is very good, especially for a price. Okay, so no harshness, no chemical, no sharpness, no alcohol, none of those, straight to the perfume itself, which is very, very nice in here. So as it says woody sandalwood, this is very woody, so it's very woody and it's very sandalwoody and it's very creamy, super creamy. It's like almost is like going to the lactonic creaminess. So it's creamy, is milky, is very smooth, is very rounded, but in the same time very woody. And in the same time I'm smelling a big herbal component in here. So it's quite herbal, it's quite spicy, and the herbs in here, I'm smelling coriander. No, it's not coriander, so it could be rosemary or it could be thyme. To be honest with you, it's very difficult to distinguish some herbs from the other ones, especially in perfumes, because when they blend them so well that you cannot just pick them up unless you are a very, very highly skilled nose. And although I'm you know, perfumer myself, which is on the amateur side of things, I never went to school of perfumery or anything like that. I learned it myself with experience, with time, with efforts, and I've been collecting perfumes since I was a teenager. So I can tell that there are some aspect of herbalness in here, but exactly what is very difficult to say. So there is a backbone of creaminess which is coming from vanilla. Is that vanilla or is it benzoin? It could be vanilla, it could be benzoin in here. So it is vanillic, but it's not a sweet vanillic. So it is more like a smooth rider, a smooth maker. So it's making it very smooth, but it is not super sweet. In the same time, the sweetness is here for a first impression is about 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. It is about 6. So it is a little bit more than moderate in terms of sweetness, but the sweetness is ample enough. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's very, very well done in here. The balancing act is very, very well. Gorgeous, beautiful. I'm smelling some citruses because it's got some tartiness, some zestiness, some citrusy feel to it, but the citruses are a little bit on the sour thing. So I would say maybe it's grapefruit, maybe it's bergamot grapefruit, maybe it's a little bit of lemon, maybe even lime in here. So it is quite citrusy and it is a little bit on the tarty side, a little bit on the sweet and sour side of things. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This is according to Dossier themselves. So on top we have violet leaf. The violet leaf is here, it's quite big actually. Yeah, it's very aromatic. So it's a violet leaf and aromatic. The violet leaf in here doesn't go to the realm of Fahrenheit, which giving it that petroleum feel, but it's almost there. So it's got a very small amount, hint of petroleum in here because of that violet leaf. The violet leaf in here is gorgeous. It's very, very rounded, it's very smooth, very well done, it's very aromatic. And the cardamom in here giving it that spicy body. So it's very warm, it's spicy, it's quite deep and dense in terms of spiciness. So we have in the mid we have orris root, we got ambroxan and cedarwood and cypriol oil, and in the base we have musk sandalwood and amber. So the amber in here is quite a nice amber. So it's a medium amber. It's not a super fluffy, transparent, see-through, airy amber, and it's not a deep, dense, thick, gooey, sticky amber. So it's the middle of the road amber. So it's got some aspect of the airiness and some aspect of stickiness. So it's a very, very nice amber in here, and the amber in here is quite on the resinous side. It is quite resinous, quite gooey, it's quite sticky, and also a little bit of incensey feel to it as well. So the incense in here, which is coming from the where does that come from? They're not mentioning incense, but I can definitely detect incense in here. yeah, hint of incense, not too much, just a smidgen of incense to give it a little of smokiness, very very tiny amount of smokiness in here, little bit of powderiness, little bit of dustiness, little bit of smokiness in here as well. So the cedar sandalwood combination, it making it very very creamy, very woody in the same time. So this is woods and more woods, so you need to like your woody perfumes to enjoy it. And the woods in here are like very realistic smell to it. It's like a wood chipping, wood chopping, wood shaving, a little bit of hint of pencil shaving in here as well, very small amount. So you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it, very very woody and very realistically woody. So the orris, I'm not getting that much orris. I'm getting some softness in the mid, that maybe that is come from the iris in here, but overall it's getting lost. It doesn't play, it's not a huge player, it's in the background mainly, but it is quite smooth in the mid, which is giving it that smooth floral softness. Cypriol all giving it that greenness, so it's quite green, it's quite herbal, it's quite leafy, it's quite camphorous. So you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. So imagine it's a combination of woods, like wood chip, wood shave, wood chop, plus greeneries like leafiness, grassiness and camphorousness. So it's giving it a very very outdoorsy feel. So it feels like you are walking in the woods in the middle of winter or in the middle of autumn, and you can smell all the leaves, all the trees, all the bushes, and some of the aspect of the bed of the woods. So it's very very realistic smell of the outdoors in here. You need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. Hint of muskiness, not too much, yeah, very small smidgen amount of muskiness, which is clean. Overall this fragrance is very very clean. So I classify it as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as oriental woody or oriental woody amber. So it's oriental woody amber. The amber is very very big in here and is very very noticeable. So spicy, woody, creamy, little bit of sweetness in here, green, herbal, spicy, incensey, and very very woody in the same time. So this is the overall description of this fragrance. So let's see what else I get. Definitely I get some big woody aspect, which is combination of cedar sandalwood. Maybe there is even cashmere wood in here, because it's very very smooth and very silky like woodiness to it. And also I'm smelling definitely some cinnamon in here. So a little bit of cinnamon, little bit of nutmeg, and also big cardamom to give it that big spicy body. The violet leaf in here is gorgeous, beautiful violet leaf, giving it aromatic feel, and also giving it a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of green aspect as well. And also what else we have? So overall, and also don't forget the vanilla in the base, which is very very friendly. Vanilla in here is not overly sweet, it's very very smooth, it's more smooth like a so the combination of the sandalwood, the vanilla, and also the what else, the iris in here, giving it a very very smooth ride. So it's usually one of the smoothest ride you ever had, one of the smoothest perfume you'll get, very smooth, very rounded, very very creamy. So is it close to Santal, Labo Santal 33? Very much so. This is, I would say, around 80 to 90% similarity to it. So the second I smelled it, it took me there. I know Labo Santal 33 very well, because I used to go to this boutique and they had it, and I used to basically indulge myself with the tester. So I know the smell of it very well. It was one of my favorite perfumes, but I could never afford it. It came out many years ago. But I have few fragrances that are inspired by it, and I love those. But this one is very very well done. It basically, this one probably wins between those. I think I had at least about 5-6 perfumes that are inspired by Labo Santal 33, and this one definitely would be in top tier, maybe top 2, top 3, definitely, if not the winner. So it's very very well done, very well put together, very well blended, very well perfumery is very good quality in here, and also the the ingredients is very good, especially for a price. So the Labo 33 obviously is better quality because you are paying much more, and it's about £300. But is the Labo 33 Santal 33 is about 7-8 times better quality than this? No, maybe twice better quality, yes, but it's not 7-8 times. So you can tell this is a very good value for money. If you like Santal 33 by Le Labo, definitely will love this. You'll be a good alternative to it. So it's very, very close to it. The only thing is missing in here, which I loved about the Labo 33, which is little bit of that andolic animalic feel in here, that is not there. So this one is much cleaner. So this one is cleaner version of Le Labo 33 by Le Labo Santal 33, because Le Labo Santal 33 has an animalic and also a little bit of andolic feel to it. In here is missing, so it could be a good thing for many people. For me myself, I love that animalicness of it, so I'm happy with this version, but I love that animalic. So if you like the animalicness of it, it's not in here. If you like it cleaner, this is a very, very good perfume and a very good alternative to it. Okay guys, so for the first impression, yes, I give it 2 thumbs up. I absolutely love it. It's very close to my taste. It's very nice for my age, for my experience, for my taste. It's very, very close to my taste. I love this kind of perfumes, but it's not for everybody. This is not a blind buy safe, because the Labo itself, Santal 33, is not for everybody. That one was a polarizer. Many people loved it, many people couldn't stand it, and this one is going to be the same category. So you need to like exactly what you like and what you dislike in perfumes. For me, for my taste, for my age, this is a perfection about a gorgeous fragrance. I give it 10 out of 10 for the first impression, but it's not for everybody's cup of tea. Definitely you need to be mature to enjoy this, because it's got some aspect of classical in here, especially that violet leaf, that woodiness of it is the aromaticness of it is very, very on the classical word. So 25 years and older to be in the safe side in terms of recommendation. In terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in winter, in summer, no problem. It's got some freshness, so you can use it in summer, and it's got depth and complexity to it. You can use it in winter. And in terms of gender, this is bang in the middle, unisex. Santal 33 by Le Labo was unisex targeted, and this is the same category, but it leans a little bit on the masculine side because of the woody aromatic aspect of it. And in terms of occasion, this is again very, very versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal. You can use it for a wedding, and you can use it for going to work. It's very, very versatile. Okay guys, I highly, highly recommend it for first impression. In the next video, I'll let you know the longevity and development and things like that. For now, beautiful fragrance for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems, and this beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the huge personality, very bold, very big, very artistic, very unique. They are like time capsules. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I see you later. Bye, bye, bye.